Hello everyone, and welcome to Pursuit's Winter 2024 release event. I'm Mike Vichik, Pursuit's co-founder and CEO. In today's release event, we're going to cover 4 major product updates, and then I'm going to talk with 2 of GovTech's brightest and best, Parth Shah, co-founder and CEO of Polymorphic, and Alex Peterson, co-founder and COO of Polko. I'm going to ask each of them about their experience in building a tech company serving government, and then dive into how their teams use Pursuit to grow revenue faster. Before we go there, I wanted to share why my co-founder, Brandon Max, and I founded Pursuit. Government plays a critical role in every American's daily life. When you send your kids to school, drive to work, or hop on a Teams meeting, receive medical care, or simply go for a walk in the park, you are interacting with something that was made possible by the government. Second, government is under immense pressure. I'll never forget a conversation I had with the mayor of a mid-sized city who said our costs grow 3x faster than our revenue. As a relative outsider, I found that super counterintuitive. Costs growing 3x faster than revenue? I tried to imagine a private sector company where that was true, and the only word that came to mind was unsustainable. I couldn't get that thought out of my mind, so I kept pulling on that thread. Why are costs escalating so quickly? It's a complicated answer, but one problem area that Pursuit is focused on in the near term is contracting. We've all heard the reasons why the Second Avenue subway costs $2.5 billion per mile to build, more than an equivalent project in Europe, or why the NASA Space Launch System is 6 years behind schedule and $6 billion over budget. But it's not just the massive projects that are challenged. Think about the $1.7 million San Francisco toilet that would take 2 to 3 years to build. Another tiny example is I know of an owner of a medical waste removal business who consistently charges his customers, who are firehouses and other public entities, 12x less than his competitors to remove sharps. The same quality and consistency, but for 12x less money. Critics of government will say this is caused by incompetence or corruption or both. They'll say that the problem is unsolvable. In our view, the problem is caused by incentives, and we think it is solvable. Here's what caused us to be in this position as we see it. Everyone wants to be spending public money well. So when there's an alleged misuse of public funds, there's rightfully an uproar. Citizens get upset. Electeds are pressured to act. To be seen as good stewards of public money, leaders create new rules to ensure that never happens again. Great. Well, that solves the problem then, right? Wrong. If you play that movie for 50 years, you're left with incredibly complicated purchasing processes. All these requirements, licenses, responsible contractor policies, the federal acquisition regulation or FAR, insurance requirements, onerous terms and conditions, complicated and lengthy invoice to cash cycles, RFP processes that are intended to ensure that government is well spent. But I mostly believe those items are well intentioned, but here's the irony. All of those rules guarantee that money is wasted because they reduce competition. They make it onerous for non-incumbents to participate in the market of government contracts. The rules that were meant to ensure public money was well spent actually act as a barrier to entry. You might be wondering, cui bono, or to whom is the benefit? 2 groups benefit from reduced competition. 1, the incumbent vendors and intermediaries who can charge high rates. And 2, people in government who think the status quo is preferable to the risk of trying something new. And again, it comes back to incentives. But here's the good news. Procurement rules for many units of government state that the lowest responsible bidder wins. In those areas, we can help vendors be deemed responsible and come up with the right price so that they win. This is a problem that software and AI can solve. For units of government who rely on best value instead of lowest responsible bidder, we can help those contractors understand what criteria are required to win, and then help those achieve those certifications in an ROI-based way. In other words, which certifications result in the highest ROI for the contractor. Again, that's a software and AI problem. If you list every reason why it's hard for a non-incumbent to win a government award, you know Pursuit's product roadmap. We're building software and AI-powered tools to make it easier for our customer, the government contractor, to grow. If we do that, we will have achieved our mission, make it easy to work with government. This is our life's work. We'll be here for decades to come. And now, let's change gears and focus on what's new in the Winter 2024 release. We have some awesome product updates to share.